Now we're back in the garage. It's time to tear this thing down. First thing we're going to do is drain the oils, disconnect the battery, misadjust the clutch, and then we're going to take the primary cover off. And the next video is going to be this. I have 3 boxes of motorcycle parts, and I'm going to make this thing look like a motorcycle again. So watch for that video coming up soon. For now, let's get to work on this thing. First thing I want to do is drain the oil so that I don't have oil dripping all over the place. Some pretty nasty oil. It's chunky. Just removing the dipstick for the transmission as well, because we're going to be draining all of the fluids in this thing before we do anything. Next thing I'm going to do is disconnect the battery, because I don't want it to accidentally try to start when I got my fingers in the primary. That wouldn't be good. Next thing we're gonna do is collapse this clutch so we can collapse that adjustment. I'm gonna need 2 wrenches, a 9/16 and a 1/2 inch. And for this side, you're gonna need an offset 11/16 and a 7/32 Allen. And cable's collapsed. Turn it all the way out. And now we're going to take this clip out. Sometimes it doesn't want to come out. There we go. And that's out. Now I'm going to loosen all these bolts because we got to take this footboard support off in order to get this cover off. I got the wrong size. This one wants to be difficult. Alright, I'm going to have to take this off, maybe. Unless I can get in there with just this by itself. Nope. This one's gonna need the hand impact. And Thor's hammer. Alright, now I need 7/16, so I can take that off. actually take this side off too, because it's going to be in my way. Come on. A lot of this stuff doesn't want to come off because it's been on for so long. There we go. Okay. Now, we're going to get the big gun and zip these guys off. There you go. Something big has been taken off. Super fun. Next, I gotta move this jack so I could put my drain bucket underneath it and put this primary apart. Okay. Let it drain for a second. And we'll take this cover off and continue on tearing this thing down. primary drive. Now we're going to loosen our primary chain tensioner at 9/16. Just give it a few turns, and now it's loose. Alright, now for the fun part. We're going to go ahead and take these guys off. And let me grab the sockets for both of those. And we're going to use the big guy to take those off. Alright. So this side is a left-hand thread. So we got to turn it to the right to loosen it up. There we go. And this is right-hand thread. And as you can see, my gun made quick work of both of those things. Looks pretty good. Looks like I had some starter grind issues on this thing at one point or another, which is fine because I don't plan on keeping this primary drive system. It's not bad. I could still use it. Somebody could still use it, get a lot of years out of it. But what I'm looking to do is open belt. So this whole thing is just going to go away anyways. Alright. All of these bolts have some lock tabs on them. So what I have to do first, before I could even put a socket on them, is bend the lock tabs over so that I can get my socket on and these things will actually turn. These lock tabs keep these from backing out, and as you guys know, these things vibrate like crazy, so if anything isn't locked down, tightened, Loctited, it will definitely fall off. So that's why these things are a must. They're pretty soft and easy to bend back, and you can actually reuse them a few times before you have to replace them. But like I said, these will probably not be used again because this whole setup is going away. All right. Oh, it's right here. Okay. And this is the starter shaft. You have to hold this to loosen the fastening bolt. that holds this whole assembly together. This is another reason why it is a good idea to disconnect the battery, because if you had the battery disconnected and you did that, this whole thing will start to spin. Take your fingers and grind them up, or if you have your primary still put together, take your fingers right through them. That's not a good thing. And there you go. Whole assembly taken out. I'm going to, looks like I forgot one right there. Not a big deal. Alright, this is ready to come off. Sometimes you need to tap it with a rubber mallet to pop it loose. Oh, one important thing I forgot to do was take the starter bolts out of the back of this thing. That is one reason why it's not coming off. Easy fix. But that's what happens when you haven't worked on anything for over a year. Things like this happen. Alright. These little guys are a little tricky to get to. Ugh. And it makes it really fun if you have the battery still connected, because you'll do a little bit of welding underneath, which is another reason why I like to tape up my tools that I use with electrical stuff quite often. Alright, the next one is in there, hiding. And I barely see it from here. See if I can get in there. I don't know. It's kind of hard to see, so it's hard to film. But I got it. Alright. Sometimes it doesn't want to come off of the inner race. But this one did. There's our transmission, main drive belt, which I'll probably switch over to chain drive. I'm going to say a good 80% of this motorcycle is not going to be getting put back on. It's all getting changed up. This will be completely different looking motorcycle when I'm done. Who knows when, but when I'm done. And I think for now, this is a good way to end the video, at a good stopping point. And I'll see you guys next time. The next video I'm going to make is going to be on the dirt bike, so make sure you guys tune in. I'm going to try to get start to finish, put that thing together to where it looks like a bike, put tires on the rims and all of that good stuff. Thank you guys for tuning in again. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you again next time.